Alright, so welcome back to Gemini IT's training of the Tonic point of sale time and attendance, clock in section, attendance section, whatever you want to call it. We're now in the new back office from Tonic. This is something that is about 95% complete. They expect to have all the functionality of the legacy um, back office that we saw in the second video that relates to clock in, clock out, time and attendance functionality within Tonic. They expect to have all the functionality rolled over into this very, very soon. It's the date of this video is early August, so I want to say sometime in September is when we're targeting to have everything from the legacy back office rolled into this new look and feel and user interface, user experience that Tonic is developing as they continue to enhance the product. But here we go. So we're going to jump over to apps across the top here, and we're going to select attendance. And we'll just kind of take a look at some of these things. Now, this is going to use the same data that we had in the previous store that we have. And so, for example, if I come to reports and I click on attendance detail and I select the date range, and I'll go to custom dates and I'll pick August the 4th through August the 8th, and I say run. It's going to have all the same data that we had before in this report. There's my one cashier. Let me go back and to reports here. I want to go back to reports. Let me delete this report. Attendance by detail, date range, custom dates. Can't remember the date that I used for that other person, so you'll have to forgive me if everything doesn't show up the way that we would expect it to. So make sure we're good here. No particular filters, so we'll say run. There we go. I had a date off. So this shows all the same data that we had previously. Every employee, every clock in and clock out by every employee with the hours and any tips that they may or may not have reported. And then of course we can print this, we can download it, I can delete the report. So there's your reporting section. If I come over here to reconcile, if I needed to edit one of these punch-ins that are there, and I can pick the date. So I go to the 4th. There's that one where we had 90 some hours. If I needed to again change the clock in and clock out time, I can come in here. They clocked in at 12:17 p.m. and clocked out at 1:57 p.m. Notice now I don't have to memorize military time. So if they clocked out at say let's just say 3:30 p.m. I can actually select 3:30 p.m. and say OK, and it would update the hours for me, and I don't have to memorize military time with the new back office. Scheduling is exactly the same way. There's my schedule for the 9th. Remember, I duplicated that same schedule to Monday the 11th. So here we go. There's the time for everybody. If I need to create a schedule for the 12th, I can click on the 12th, and I'll pick on, let's say my front counter day shift is going to work on the 12th. He or she is going to come in at, let's say, 11 o'clock in the morning that day, and they are going to leave. Click on my little time icon over here at 5 o'clock p.m. Not 59 p.m., 5 o'clock p.m. So that would have that, and I click my green check box. So now they're scheduled. And I would just basically rinse and repeat that for each additional employee. Let's go ahead and put a night shift cashier in there real quick, and we'll call this done. They're going to come in at 5 o'clock p.m. and they're going to leave at 10 o'clock p.m. Checkbox. And that adds. So that's how you can build that schedule out. And then, of course, again, you can come up here and print that. And I can hit print, select my printer, and it would print my report for me. I'll close that window, and I'll be done. So this has a more 21st century look and feel to it, and we're really looking forward to making sure that all this is out where it needs to be. Here's my duplicate button in case I want to duplicate a day. For example, if I wanted to duplicate the 12th to the 13th, I could click here, pick my from date, 12th to the 13th, and click my checkbox. Now, 2 employees are scheduled on the 12th and the 13th, and it's the very same thing. So, great little basic tool for you guys to use to do your labor schedules and print out those reports and post them as you need to. If you need anything more advanced, just as a reminder, uh, Tonic does integrate with 7 shifts, which pushes schedules out to staff and things like that. If you need to uh, do more work with tips and tips distribution, um, we do have a basic tip share functionality that we're going to look at in another video, but I highly recommend a company called Tip House, TIPHAUS, as an integration with Tonic that handles tip sharing, time-based distribution, role-based distribution, sales-based distribution of tips. All that kind of information also allows you to make manual adjustments, and it pushes those tips straight to the folks that are receiving those tips on a daily basis, and they have immediate access to them, and it's just a great tool. So that's one of the pieces of labor that we'll talk about in the next series of videos. But for now, we're done. That's an overview of time and attendance from Gemini IT, your Tonic NCR Aloha Cloud point of sale systems dealer. So we look forward to serving all of you guys either now or down the road. Have a great day.